miss from Ruzetsky.
Here is Jana Novotná, Wimbledon champion.
Oh, I say, a superb backhand volley from Monica Seles.
Sampras taking his time, looking very cool and unhurried.
For 2 weeks every summer, one tournament grips the nation unlike any other. Join us on television and radio as Wimbledon comes alive with BBC Sport. Starts Monday.
Grandstanders gained unprecedented access to Tim Herman's build-up to Wimbledon, following him over an 8-week period on the international circuit. Catch it this Saturday at 1 during Grandstand.
George Orwell wrote, "Serious sport has nothing to do with fair play. It is bound up with hatred, jealousy, boastfulness, disregard of all rules, and sadistic pleasure in witnessing violence. In other words, it is war minus the shooting."
It was so ferocious, I thought maybe if he keeps on at this pace, I'll have to stop.
A new series of Clash of the Titans begins with Ben versus Eubank, Sunday at 10 on BBC Two.
Highlights of today's World Cup cricket semi-final now on BBC One with John Inverdale.
Well, the sun shone and the carnival came to Old Trafford with a vengeance today. At stake, a place in the World Cup final, and it produced a sporting occasion to remember. Pakistan won the World Cup 7 years ago. Under the leadership of Wasim Akram, the most enigmatic and mercurial team of all, were one match away from the chance to repeat that feat. Whereas New Zealand, inspired by the batting of Roger Toos, have never been there. 20 years ago, the Kiwis were thwarted by England at the semi-final stage. Could they go one better this time? Well, certainly the Kiwi fans were outnumbered today. It seemed as though the entire population of Lahore, Karachi and Rawalpindi had descended on Manchester for this match. If we look at the Pakistan team, they were the same as had beaten Zimbabwe. Yusuf Yohana failing to recover from his hamstring strain, and that meant that once again, Wajahutullah Wasti was to continue as opener and Shahid Afridi dropping down the order. Also unchanged, the New Zealanders, and all these years on from that other semi-final defeat, a chance for Chris Cairns to achieve what his father Lance failed to do almost 20 years to the day. Well, New Zealand won the toss and chose to bat and prepared to face Shoaib Akhtar, determined to be the first man to break that elusive 100-mile-an-hour speed barrier before the World Cup was out. What a wonderful scene that is. We joined the match in the second over, New Zealand 4 without loss, commentators Ravi Shastri, Jeremy Coney, Jonathan Agnew, Imran Khan and Richie Bennett.
I think we can say that was speed. Hustled the batsman into playing a stroke where he was turned around. Very sharp. And 91. Straight through that gully area again. And that was pretty fast. I reckon that's going to be up around the 90 mark again. No ball call. It was also quite fast. There's 5 no balls go down to the score there. Or short. Those slips are very, very deep. I know Shoaib Akhtar is quick, but there have been plenty of other quick bowlers around. They are a long way back.
That's where you get the impression how far they're standing. A long way back.
Up.
Has to be playing back to a ball which I felt he should have been going forward to, but
Nathan Astor goes. The new batsman is Craig McMillan. Once again, New Zealand haven't been able to get away with a big opening stand. Pace has been their undoing here this morning. Well, that's the first really positive stroke. Oh, well done. Beautifully picked up and thrown. With great anticipation. It didn't actually matter which side it was going because the left-hander, and he was able to gather it in on the run, coming on the angle.
well, that was out. Well short. Disappointment.
Need to be quick. That was a very, very dicey run.
That sounds good to me. And now the captain strikes. And McMillan, frankly, always suggested he was going to go that way. Wonderful start for Pakistan. 38 for 2, but it's too close, surely, for that shot.
Well, once again, you see, just looking to try and play the ball too square. And this time he's got a little edge. Oh, and I'm delighted. What do we want? And a rather dejected McMillan departs. New Zealand 2 for 38. And here's a key man for New Zealand, left-hander, captain Stephen Fleming.
Off the bat. Welcome boundary for Matthew Horn, who's been there from the start. That's found the gap. And the first indication perhaps of the outfield of the day, and it looks pretty quick. And we've got Saklan Mushtaq coming on. Well played. 50 up for New Zealand. And it's always good to see a batsman try and impose himself, particularly when the bowler is operating in favourable conditions, as Saklan appears to be here. Absolute corker.
Well, really, he's not the fastest man, so he has to be very accurate. Look at that. He's deceived Matthew Horn, who's been in since the beginning of this innings. Lovely bowling.
So it's Roger Toos. He's played some very gritty innings in the World Cup. He's going to do it again. pass them out.
Come on, boys. Come on, Giwagi.
Lovely stroke. Tall men, they're often graceful players, and the combination of tall and left-handed makes it even more so.
That should be 4. The man had been brought up for Fleming, and he's responded in style. Pakistan have great depth. Azhar Mahmood being introduced into the attack. That's a very good shot from Roger Toos. He didn't try and hit it too hard. Just eased into that stroke and got the placement dead right. That's punched down the ground. That's his strength. And lovely timing here. So the second boundary of the over. And New Zealand now going along at exactly 4 runs per over. Oh, that's a lovely shot. He's hit that really hard. There was deep point, but he was only a spectator as that ball sped across the boundary line.
And they made a change, and that's Shahid Afridi coming along. Now this is again Wasim's attempt to break this partnership.
They'll look for 2 and get it. Good running. So the 100 coming up for New Zealand with those 2 runs.
There. Toos not happy. But this is all part of the World Cup semi-final pressure mounting on both the teams.
It's just pitching outside leg. It's a good delivery as he's passed the ball, but he's not going to get it unless the ball pitches in line with the stumps.
Well, this deceives Stephen Fleming. Pitched outside Fleming's leg stump. That's hit him on the back leg.
Well, there's no shortage of incident in this over. We've got one-hand shots, a big appeal, and followed up by more and more appeals and shouting for something that did pitch a good 3 inches outside leg stump. And then this. That's a good stroke. Fast outfield here. Very well played. Oh dear. Try not to catch the captain's eye. Into mum.
And he can't believe it either.
Well, it was in the air. It's short and wide, and Roger Toos enjoys that. Brighton.
Well, this is just a lovely spell of bowling, isn't it? At high pace there. That's the one that got Fleming as well and almost removed twos.
Fine hit. That's what I like about Chris Cairns. Well, that was a brilliant catch. Absolutely superb. Ijaz Ahmed at backward point. Going to his wrong hand as well. He's left-handed. Has pulled off a blinder.
Well, it's short, encouraging the cut shot. Perhaps twos didn't. Yes, he did hit it reasonably hard. Oh, look at that. That's definitive, those little moments.
Fine knock by Roger Twos. Out for 46. It's always unlucky when that happens. Rushley with the throw, again a direct hit. Pakistan's fielding certainly impressive so far today.
Good running, nice placement for a start. I think the fellow on strike is the key to New Zealand's chances. I know Cairns is a massive striker of the ball. And if he's in form, then he'd be very good. Harris is a deflector and a nudger and a nerdler, and you sometimes think to yourself, now, how's he suddenly got to 20? Well, there's a bit of the nudging I was talking about. Gets some off the middle, some off the edge, but he's dangerous.
What?
That's the spot he's aiming for. Just cut off by that man at deep backward square. Oh, that's good. Good stroke. Way over extra cover. The 200 up. That's 44.1 overs. You've got this one and two others from Wasim Akram and three from Shoaib Akhtar. Wonderful fielding. That's a very dangerous position at gully. He's having a big day, Imran.
Ijaz used to be the best fielder in the team. That was went to catchable height.
Good start. Perfect Yorker. First ball of a spell. Have to be quick here.
Very good running. Excellent running between the wickets. Also, Richie, very difficult to bowl at.
Just to be an inside edge, but he was certainly beaten in the flight and by the change of pace. Very, very good bowling. Oh, clever. Gone. Just flicked the off-player. Famous little flick. You'll need the replay to decide precisely how it was done. But it seemed to me that he got the outside edge, and then it just brushed very faintly the off stump.
And I suspect, Richie, that Adam Ferrore didn't really see what had happened because he was going back for his second run and seemed to be really shocked when he saw that he was actually bowled and the Pakistani players were congratulating each other.
That is a beautiful stroke. Adverse circumstances, bowler attempting another Yorker, and Cairns has smashed it through extra cover. Well, there's bits of willow everywhere out there. And this is only from the medium fast bowler Wasim Akram.
Big problem, this hitting right at the end of the innings. Was trying to hit Yorkers is very difficult on cricket bats, and then we see the bottom of the bat coming off.
Going for three, and the wild throw has let them get through. Shoaib Akram. It's going to be safe between two on-rushing fielders, one from long off and the other one at cover. And Nash has to take a single here. Free, and that is a big moment for New Zealand. Doesn't sound much, just 3 extra runs, but it's taken them up now to that mark just short of 240. Competitive. Bowled extremely well today. Last ball of his 10-over spell. Chris Cairns to take strike. Neatly done. They'll go for two. Oh, wrong end. They've made it.
Shoaib's not happy with that. He did not think there should have been 2 runs, but that's very good running between the wickets by the New Zealand players. And I think New Zealand should be very happy with that, Richie, because 240 is quite a target to set any team, and Pakistan have not really been chasing runs very well. I think we've got a match on our hands.
Well, as Imran was saying there, well done the New Zealand middle order once again, whose consistency has been a key factor in all their performances. Astle and Macmillan, again failing to produce the goods, but as Imran was saying, a total that would take some getting. And as for the bowling, well, Akhtar was mildly expensive, but quite furious. Wasim less so, and Razak with a really telling spell right in the middle. So 242 the target, that's less than 5 and over, but the Kiwi attack's been pretty mercenary throughout. And of course, in Jeff Allott had the leading wicket taker in the competition. Well, there's the scene, isn't that a great sight? And we're in the second over with Pakistan 5 without loss as we pick up Dion Nash bowling to Saeed Anwar.
And he got the room on that occasion, and he's hammered it fast back for a point. Raced away to the boundary. That's 4. Got the opportunity to free his arms. Saeed Anwar has laid into that. That's a lovely shot. Very controlled, very risky, and great placement. Jeff Allott, who's the leading wicket taker in this World Cup so far. So Wasti gets his first boundary here, and the crowd enjoyed that. shot too. Second boundary of the over for Wasti.
Here he's again too wide. And perhaps a little bit of confidence from the pickup shot. He waits a little bit longer, does Wasti, and he's able to hit that a wee bit squarer through the gap.
That's picked away nicely on the onside. That's the second time he's done it. The result is the same. So 3 boundaries coming very quickly here for Wasti.
Glorious stroke. As good a square drive as you'll ever see. A little straighter, and the same result.
This boy has a tremendous future for Pakistan.
So there's the 50. With 9 runs coming from that over. And here's another change. Just getting away with that. Almost the breakthrough that New Zealand desperately want. He's gone out through the gap. Quite goes a 4. Will be 2. Nothing McMillan could do to stop that. Stephen Fleming turning to Gavin Larson.
It's going to be safe. Didn't get it right off the meat of bat, but it still landed just 5 or 6 yards inside the boundary. A straight hit.
Say then we're going for the straight one. Doesn't get hold of it.
Magnificent stroke. Been tied down by Gavin Larson for the last couple of overs, and suddenly he's unleashed that full drive, got it away through mid-wicket, and that was off the middle of the bat. Have been tied down. It's the first boundary for 13 overs. Goodness. Well, he might look rueful. Horn does the initial saving. And Larson goes for a slide. A couple of chefs out there spoiling the soup. Nathan Astle. Slightly nerve-wracking to hear guns going off. In fact, it's Yes. A bit early. First Limit Rovers international half-century. Raja Tulawasti makes a good play. Took him 84 balls. Always a landmark. Now a touch of the inventive. Said Anwar treating Chris Harris as a spinner, sweeping him. One-day half-century. He's played beautifully today. Nothing too ambitious. He's just made sure that there's a century partnership there for the other players to build on. It's a long chase for the man at cover. Got no chance of getting out. It's a good shot. Just a fraction of width there. Said Anwar loves that. Yes, he just stands, doesn't he, and hits the ball almost on the up. Stephen Fleming now turning to his strike bowler to try and break this partnership. Yorker. He couldn't quite get it into the slot there. Overs gone now. The Pakistan run rate is just about back to New Zealand's at the same stage. 122 for no wicket. Beautifully timed, pretty much a short-arm jab. Well, this is what happens if you drop too short at this pace. Hitting from low to high, getting underneath the ball deliberately. Stroke. That's a genuine late cut. It's quite useful, this, isn't it, from the front foot, this. There it goes. Someone will catch it, but just fallen short of the break. That's a nice piece of hitting. There's no man out there at deep mid-wicket. Shows his spot very well. Well, treating Harris as a spinner. Dong lap, if you like. He scored a great number of his runs there today through mid-wicket, half square leg. Well, Alice again, just a little pull and lovely poise and good balance from Anwar, getting the ball square enough through that gap, and good timing that enables it to get to the boundary. And you can see that area. 18 runs scored in that area. .150 for no wicket. Pakistan are doing it well here. That angle
came from Gavin Larson, or possibly from Adam Ferrore as well. Well, this is Craig McMillan, who's about to come and involve for New Zealand. McMillan doesn't really have the pace. Sometimes you can do this as a medium pacer to surprise the batsman. Or maybe you can hope for good fortune and hope that he holds out. It was quite well bowled. May not look so at the moment because it's evaded the fieldsman's dive and has gone to the boundary, which is not going to please McMillan very much. Don't please Matthew Horn greatly either. McMillan drew the batsman into stroke, deliberately tried to induce the drive. Cost him 4. Yes, well, the interesting thing here that Anwar had to reach for it, and when you reach for it sometimes you can lose a wee bit of control in the stroke and it can go in the air. But just with those strong wrists that he uses, Anwar was able to keep that along the ground.
Couldn't have placed that any better.
Yes, once again a despairing dive in the deep. This was hit on the up and hit very, very hard.
So it may be a hopeless situation, or appear to be, for New Zealand. This is now equalling the best opening partnership. It's now beaten the best opening partnership in the World Cup. In the 176 by Kirsten and Gibbs for South Africa.
One can't just help but get the feeling that New Zealand are resigned to the fact that Pakistan will go through here.
Well, that was completely mistimed. I have a feeling that the man at mid-wicket, Nathan Astle, didn't see that very clearly, but in the end it doesn't matter. Still, they didn't move.
It's both these batsmen seeing the ball like a football. Now, he's not quite timed it, but his intention is pretty clear. He wants to finish this off quickly.
And Cairns is now back. And he's off the boundary as well, maybe. Not quite.
There's a cheeky shot from Saeed Anwar. He wasn't even looking at the ball in the end when he got some bat on it. He had picked a spot.
Well, I think Wash is going to go. And finally, it's the captain who breaks this opening partnership. 194 for the first wicket between Saeed Anwar and Chalata Wasti has come to an end. Wasti out for 84. An easy catch for Fleming. And it's been a sensational opening partnership. Not a bad time to stroll out to the middle. 194 for one on the board.
Saridan were picked the fielder there. Gavin Larson is the oldest man in the New Zealand party.
That's quite a nice way to start.
Very fine shot by Giles. Now that was taken from off stump and he whipped it wide of mid-on. Typical sort of a shot you play on wickets on the subcontinent. And this wicket resembles the nearest to a wicket in India and Pakistan.
Again. They had two good shots. First one might have looked like a cross bat, but it came off the meat of the bat, right in the middle. That's a lovely shot. Now the field is coming in. That may be a mistake to do that for Ijaz. Played a similar shot in the last over 4. This one he just decided to go over the top because the field had been brought in for him.
Ijaz is a very clean hitter of the ball, and especially in the mid-on and mid-off area.
Ijaz has picked that up very nicely. Good save. The New Zealanders are hanging in there with their fielding. I think you'll find that is only the 2 runs.
I'm not sure.
What's the trailing foot has done him?
That's 4 runs.
Well, the players knew there was still work to do, but the crowd were on the pitch thinking it was all over when it wasn't. And there'll obviously have to be an inquest now into how these sort of pitch invasions can be stopped before someone's seriously hurt. Well, it took more than 10 minutes to restore order, and when play eventually resumed, Pakistan were just 6 runs away from another World Cup final.
There's 4 of them.
Mercifully, there was no crowd invasion, but I think there will be now. 2 to win.
It's in the air.
It's a bit of a shame, really. Look at the players rushing to get out of this madness. Seem to have got away safely.
Well, no matter where it happens, the crowd invasion of that kind is very dangerous. I think the New Zealanders have managed to get off the field. The last one looked as though he was being engulfed by people. Security people came out to assist him off. And Pakistan go through to the final now to play the winner of tomorrow's match at Edgbaston, Australia and South Africa.
And so that record opening stand in the World Cup saw Pakistan to that deserved place in the final on Sunday, whilst he playing one daring shot too many when the partnership reached 194. Side's second consecutive century came off 148 balls. And just one of those days for the New Zealanders, up against an inspired team and 2 inspired individuals with the bat. No one able to really break the deadlock, and Allott finished on 20 wickets for the World Cup. The Kiwis' adventure was over.
Birmingham.